One day, you might see me in a whole new way. One day, but still I see that I'm the same OJ. One day, you might.
Let me tell you a secret of the universe. Negative energy is real and it's very, very sticky. If you hang around someone who's negative and talks about negative things and believes negative things and they say negative things, all the other negative energy in the universe hears this person and says, this person is susceptible to our fuckery. Let's attack him. They attract it. Me and my team, we only speak positively. I don't have negativity around me. If I'm around someone who's complaining, even about something small, I have a flat tire, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't let negativity around me. So just don't come at me with any kind of negative crap.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. And as y'all can see, I'm coming live from the Rose Garden, man. Take a look at it, man. It ain't early morning, man. I chose to not come out here in the morning, but I'm here in the afternoon. So I gotta send a big shout out to the Most High for waking me up today, giving me another opportunity to be great. And I want to send a big shout out to my brother and all my peoples up there that's looking out for your boy. I love y'all. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? They done cut the grass out this mug. That's love, because them bugs was chasing the motherfucker around here, you know what I'm saying? That's why y'all see me running out of breath and shit, because I be walking so damn fast, because I have bees and mosquitoes on my ass. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Just seen one fly by. But real quick though, I wanted y'all to see that message from Andrew Tate, man. Shout out to Andrew Tate, because you literally can attract negative energy. You know what I'm saying? You can have a person around you that's just constantly negative, and that will bring that into your space. You yourself, the things that you put out there, bruh, if you just constantly being negative, you speak negative, everything about you is negative, you're gonna attract negative. So you're gonna have negative results, you're gonna have negative feelings, you're gonna have negative energy, everything about you is gonna be off, bruh. Listen, we ain't got time for that shit. We literally do not got time for that shit, bro. Because when we speaking positive things, when we out here doing right, the universe works for us. You know what I'm saying? The things that we do, the energy that we put out, it comes back to us. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand that, bro, you start to be more conscious of your decisions. You start to be more conscious of what you say. You be more conscious of the people that you are around, bro. And that's how we should have been. We should have been like that, bro. But when we wasn't paying attention to shit, we'd be wondering why we'd be feeling off. We'd be wondering why, you know what I'm saying, why things would be happening, and we just never figured it out. It was the things that you would speak and the people that you was around. You know what I'm saying? It was the things that you would speak, the people you was around, the way that you thought. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw that in there, bro. That's one of the #1 ways to bring negative energy, negative outcomes and all of that shit to you, is your way of thinking, bro. Because, man, it really do be like some Professor X type of shit. Now think about if you constantly thought negative, right? You ever thought about something and it actually happened? You didn't even speak it, but you thought about it, and then that shit happened, and you like, what the fuck? Man, I thought about that shit. When people would say something that you knew that they was gonna say, when you thought a certain outcome was gonna be what it was, and then that shit actually came to fruition, bruh, you could really do that shit on some Professor X type shit. And you really, brought that shit into your space. You really brought that out. So that's why I say you gotta watch what you thinking too, bruh. Because if you constantly thinking negative, bruh, I get it. Our mind we gonna have all types of crazy shit pop up in here. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how your brain works. But if you constantly just keeping that shit in there, you not even being able to separate what's your mind just on some crazy shit, or just you actually just thinking like this and speaking like this and bringing this out. Because a lot of the times we be bringing that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Our brain gonna do what it do. But if you speaking this shit, if you allowing that shit that's up here to come out into your reality, bruh, in a negative way, then guess what? Get ready for them negative outcomes. We seeing a lot of this shit in music too. We seeing a lot of this shit with rappers while they out here constantly talking about violence, constantly dissing the dead. You know what I mean? Constantly just, you know what I mean, bringing all of this negative energy around, having all of the negative people around too. You know what I'm saying? That's adding on top of that. And then guess what? Them the ones that's getting killed, they getting shot. You know what I'm saying? All that gang banging and all of that shit that they be doing. Shit, man. You know, they kind of conjuring that. You know what I'm saying? They putting it out there and then they evoking those spirits. And then guess what? Before you know it, some type of tragedy happening to them and it's messed up. It's messed up, bro, because they evoking that, they evoking those spirits, provoking those spirits and bringing all of that shit right into their space, right into their face, right in their energy, bro. And then motherfuckers have to pay the piper for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, bro, you bringing out them demons. You know what I'm saying? You call the demons out, they gonna come. If you constantly speaking that shit, putting it out into the universe, guess what? Something gonna come. And guess what? That be 9 times out of 10 energy that they wasn't ready for. Energy that they wasn't aware of. See, they was just speaking that shit. You know, a lot of them, man, was out there really doing that shit too. So guess what, bruh? A lot of that shit just come back full swing. So I just want to share that with y'all just so y'all know, bruh. Man, if you a positive person, keep being positive, even in negative situations. I told y'all recently, allow yourself to feel that negativity so you're not hiding it and it ain't building up into you. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to feel that and go through it, deal with it like a man. You know, instead of doing what some of these other motherfuckers do, which just let that shit consume them. They let all this negative energy consume them instead of finding ways to channel that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you learn how to channel energy, bro, because negative energy is still energy. We are going to feel negative sometimes, but we have to find better ways to handle and channel that shit and use it to our advantage. Because sometimes, man, you can change a negative energy when you change that shit to a positive, like I said, that shit, and get that shit to work for you. That gives you more energy. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from being an athlete and then you hearing all these motherfuckers chanting shit about you. They saying bullshit. You know what I mean? They just screaming at you and doing all of that shit. The shit that people do in the crowd. The motherfuckers that's in the stands. And that's what we deal with in real life. We got people that's hating on us, people that's watching us from the stands, people that's jumping in comments, people that's spreading rumors about us. Bro, we gotta stop letting that negative shit eat away at us. Instead, let's flip that shit to a positive and use it as a reason to continue to move forward. Channel that energy in a way that's gonna catapult us closer to our destination. You know what I'm saying? And we use that shit to our advantage, not give in to what they talking about and then give them energy. Because all you do when you get mad is give them energy to keep going. Like, ooh, I got him off his square. Ooh, I got him, he ain't even on his purpose. Ooh, I got him mad. I got him upset. So guess what? I'm winning. I'ma keep fucking with him. But when you use that shit and you flip that shit and then you continue to do what you've been doing that got them mad in the first place, bruh, you become unstoppable. You got to understand, you become unstoppable when you do that. And you learn how to do that shit with everything too. Not just in those situations. You become good at channeling that negative energy because, you know, when you hearing things about you, you hearing people chanting and doing all of that dumb shit, that negative shit, first thing you going to feel, you going to be upset. First thing you gonna feel, you gonna be mad. You gonna be like, man, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be cussing. You gonna do all of that shit. But guess what, man? Whatever. Allow yourself to feel that way. Woo-sah. And then flip that shit. Like, you know what? That's why I'ma keep going. You know what? That's why I ain't gonna quit. You know what? This making me want to write, you know, a dope ass song about this shit. This making me want to listen to some beats. This make me want to just continue being the best parent that I could be. This make me want to stay on my purpose even more. This make me want to go to the gym and lift some weights. This make me just want to be better and keep making them upset. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, that be the get back right there. You know what? If I got these motherfuckers mad, I'ma just make them more mad. I'ma just glow, I'ma shine more. And that's what these people don't realize that they do when they got that negative energy, them ill feelings towards you, bro. All they do is put energy into us and make us shine even more. They make us glow even more. But I'm saying though, You know what I mean? You just gotta find ways to channel that shit, and don't be negative yourself. Don't be having these negative thoughts. Don't allow people to come around with negative shit that's gonna lower your vibration. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that'll come around with that shit on purpose. You got some people that's just like that. You know what I mean? You got some people that's just like that. And sometimes, man, you just gotta change the narrative on them. Yeah, you gonna get tired of doing that shit, but if you love them, you just gonna find a way to flip it. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna be like, you know what? Listen, look on the bright side. You know what I mean? And then you gonna flip the whole situation. Other than that, sometimes, man, you just gotta ignore it. Sometimes you gotta do that. If you don't feel like flipping that shit, you know, to help somebody out or just take their mind off of it because you tired of hearing that negative shit, then guess what? Ignore the shit out of it. Stay in your zone. Stay in your zone, bro, because that's one thing. We are good at that shit. We don't let nothing take us out of our zone, take us off our square. And that's one of the brightest things about this journey. That's one of the brightest things about this journey, bro. It's hard for people to take us off our square. You know what I'm saying? But if you weak-minded, then that shit gonna be happening to you all the time. And one thing we ain't over here is weak-minded. We used to be until we came over here. We used to allow shit to just get to us. We used to allow people to get to us. We used to allow motherfuckers to bring negative energy around. And then the next thing you know, we having negative shit, negative outcomes, negative things going on in our life that's just growing even more because we was constantly around that shit. We had to put a halt to that shit. We had to stop that shit, bro. And that was one of the best things that ever happened to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Changing this up here. Because even when we go through shit, bro, listen, dog, we gonna find a way through it and we gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? We go through shit all the time, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't let it stop us, man. So we gotta continue to keep that same energy moving forward, all right? And that's my word, man. My name is Sinn and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to